Orange is good. It's a little softer. I don't know. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's been a while since I made one of these and I actually sat down. You know, I don't know how I look in the camera anymore. So today we're gonna go look at the Sakura trees at Kintai Bridge. It's blooming season here in Japan. I haven't really been around to see them lately, or in past years I've been other places during blooming season. So this is my chance to go capture some sick footage of the Sakura trees, and hopefully we have a good time. Let's go. You know, it's not often I sit down in front of my camera and kind of like just talk to you guys. I don't know. I don't really know what I was gonna say, but living in Japan is one of the greatest experiences I've ever had in my life. However, it does make recording stuff a little inconvenient, just because when you're looked at as a foreigner, and especially you could tell like my hair, like I'm clearly military, I'm an American, right? It makes it hard to go out in town and just have experiences without being looked at in a like discriminating manner. And don't get me wrong, not all Japanese are like this. However, you do see it, you do feel it, and I've been told multiple times, like I've gone to restaurants, I've gone to stores, hey, I'm sorry, no foreigners, you can't come in. And you know, it's fine, it doesn't ruin the experience of Japan. Like I've been in those spots where like, hey, no, we don't, it's hard to communicate with you, or we've had your type before and you're loud and you're obnoxious and we don't want you, even though that's obviously that doesn't pertain to me. I'm normally quite a quiet person. My friend group is pretty much the same, but it just feels stressful, and like I hate having that feeling that whatever I do in like a public setting with my camera makes it extremely difficult to film all the time. So normally, I like in America when I went out with my good friend Ethan, and I would go around and like film and just sit on my skateboard and just have a good time. It doesn't feel like I'm capable of doing that because anytime I pull on my camera or I'm walking around, people just look at you. First, like for one, they're like, "Hey, why is this camera?" In the States, there's obviously those people who are like, "Hey, don't film me," blah blah blah. But most of the people are like, "Okay, he's just doing his own thing. He's just leave him be. He'll do whatever he wants to do, right?" But here, it just feels like anytime you pull out a camera, like even like in Japan, like your phone makes the camera sound so people around you can know, hey, this person's taking a photo. And that way of like photography just sucks. Like you can't just sit there and do your thing and take a picture of what you want to take without people being like, oh, hey, that dude's taking a picture right now. It just sucks. And it makes it difficult. And so that's why for the past, man, I think my last video was in July of 2020. So by the time this video comes out, which will probably be maybe a couple weeks from when I recorded this, like the beginning of April, almost 2 years. And obviously I've had life going on, right? I work, I'm busy, and I've gone places, and it's kind of hard to put all of those like the small little snippets of experience that I had when I do have the chance to record stuff. It's just difficult to, oh man, where was I going? My train of thought. I just don't have the time to record right here. And it's been 2 years since I've had my last video, and it's just rough to only have snippets because there's only like moments of opportunities that, hey, there's not that many people around. I can pull on my camera, I can pull on my gimbal, I can get it set up, I can start doing what I want to do with it. And then as soon as somebody comes around, you're like, either I'm comfortable enough with like the small crowd of people that kind of already saw me doing what I was doing. Hey, they can see that, hey, I was just recording, hey, the shrine, this area, and I don't have to look like a stupid foreigner being like, oh, he's just doing weird, stupid American stuff. And it's just, it's hard to describe, honestly. You just have to be here to witness how it is. A lot of people say Japan is fantastic, which I'm not bashing on Japan as a country at all, or the people here. It's just, there's a lot of customs and like minor formalities and courtesies that you don't quite get the full grasp and sense of until you lived here for a while. I've lived here for 2 years, and I've now kind of just like gotten a grasp of it and how people react to whatever and what makes people uncomfortable and what doesn't. It's just one of those things you have to experience for yourself. And Japan is fantastic. It's a very beautiful country, but I hate when people say, I wish I lived in Japan. I wish I lived in Japan. As somebody who lived in the United States their whole life, I couldn't wish to go back to somewhere where you can say, do whatever the heck you want. Even when people do take it to extremes, like, Karens, right? Everybody knows what a Karen is. It's just that form, that like mentality that you can just kind of say and do whatever you want and nobody's gonna care because you're an American and because you're capable of living the life you want to live no matter what circumstance you're in or what surroundings you came from. You say, do what you want because it's your life, and it doesn't feel like people are completely there here. I remember I went to Osaka, and obviously me and my friend group, we kind of stood out. Obviously we're American, and there's not saying there's not Americans in Osaka, but there's definitely a lesser population, obviously. Like, look at me, I'm white. So me and my friend group stood out, and this older lady approached us. Apparently her brother worked on one of the, somewhere in Asugi, or one of the Air Force bases that was surrounding that area. And she had the moment to talk to us, and we're just sitting there, having a, fairly jovial conversation, and we're just talking about COVID, right? And the whole conversation, I'm hard of hearing. Like, I listen to aircraft fly over every single day. I work around fairly loud equipment, so I'm not saying I'm deaf, but I'm fairly hard of hearing. And this Japanese lady is so scared, is so afraid of putting herself out there around like other people that she doesn't want to like speak loudly. So me and my friend group are trying to listen to what she has to say because we're interested, right? It's a fairly rare opportunity to talk to somebody who's from Japan, who speaks English, right? Speaks English pretty good, that you can communicate with them. And it was very it just kind of hurt to hear somebody just sit there and like speak about their government, right? Because she didn't agree with the COVID mandates that Japan has in like their policy on it, which everybody has their own opinion on. I'm not gonna go there, but like just listening to somebody have to whisper because they don't want to be able to speak their own mind is heartbreaking as an American. And seeing somebody in a place that you think is a first world country that has freedoms like Japan, it's hard to grasp. It's something that you can't fully comprehend until you've witnessed it or been around places that do that. It's hard to explain. But that just brings me back to the point of the camera. Like you're in a government that you don't want to put yourself out there. You don't want to be the one noticed. And walking around with my Sony on my Ronin-SC, it's just you make yourself the person who's standing out, and somehow that's a bad thing, and it's hard and it's difficult to do. I don't know I don't know why I started ranting, but I just wanted to get that off my chest. It's just I can't do something I love to do. I can't go out on my skateboard. Like, I still have my Evolve Stoke. It's always charged. It's always ready to go. I always want to ride it. I can't ride it on base because apparently you can't do that. It's stupid. And it's difficult to ride in town because first off, I don't have a good riding partner to zoom along with me on my skateboard. But sidewalks suck. Trails around here suck. And it's just I can't do the things I like to enjoy anymore. And that's mainly the reason why I don't make videos as often anymore. I love making videos. I love testing my skill when it comes to editing because that's the whole purpose. I don't make videos because I want to get popular or I want to see my YouTube channel grow, which they're all good in their own way, but my main purpose is I just want to play around with my camera. Sorry, my contact is just like my main purpose is to enjoy filming, expand my ability to make little short films or B-roll or whatever I want to kind of experiment with, because the whole point is me just experimenting. It's just me just having fun with Premiere and hold that thought. Remember Premiere. I gotta take out my contact. Now I look like a nerd. Yeah. Hello back. Oh man. Okay, hold on. Experimenting with Premiere. Like, my whole point is just to experiment, right? I want to have fun. I want to just increase my skill as a photographer and as a videographer, and like expand myself in cinematography and whatever. Even though I'm not good, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not that great. I do try my best. I do try to, make each video unique or whatever, or have a different theme or what have you. But at the end of the day, I can't do what I enjoy anymore, and that's the extent of it. I've thrown myself into other things. I play more video games now. Woo. Yay, video games. But I can't skateboard as often. I definitely can't do it here where I live right now. I can't do it on base. I can't do it, out in town because there's not, the sidewalks aren't good enough, or you feel like you're intruding on other people because you're on your electric skateboard, and I don't really know the Japanese law for electric motorized vehicles. It's technically a toy. I just don't understand. It's hard to do something that you're too scared to be punished for not knowing, and that's just the extent of it. That's my rant. I hope you guys found this intriguing or educational on how Japan kind of works. A lot of people don't understand. They just look at, oh, flashing lights, ooh, technology, blah 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 blah. It's really not all that. I'm telling you right now, it's really not all that. Even though a large portion of Japan is in those cities, it's in Osaka, it's in Kyoto, it's in Tokyo, it's in, all these cities. It's really not that. It's really not that. Anyway, I thank you guys all for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. I normally don't rant like this, but I felt like I had to get off my chest. And it's just been something that bothers me. And maybe some of you who still kind of wonder, hey, is this dude uploading anymore? Not really. I wish I did. I still do. I still try. I always try to pull out my camera whenever I can. I might one day just kind of throw everything that I have kind of just together in one video and see how you guys think it. Anyway. See you guys next time.